telling me avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion. Text some prayer hands. Hope the message sending.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the London Black Knights. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. White, 90. White, 90. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reynolds. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practical.
Rashad Perriman off to the misses. Touchdown! Breshad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught right side, Davis. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Phillips. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Oh, look at that. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Now back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reynolds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Oh, and now some space to operate. And touchdown! Kalen Ballage, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Titans getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go! What?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
He dumps it off for Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garner. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jordan Willis. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Still going. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there. 67 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. An NFL update there in the 2nd quarter in Baltimore. And the Bucks are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throw left side complete. It's Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Goes underneath for Henry. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Hut!
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They'll set up a throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They begin with Henry, and he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. On the counter, it's Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively things are starting to pile up against them. And they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And it's a big turnover there on the final play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ohio! Ohio!
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll check it down to Geis. Finding room inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run. This is Lacy. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Tajae Sharpe, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock with the 2-minute warning. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Fights out the defender. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look. They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90. Don't say nothing. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Flex round. Flex round.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Busts through the tackle. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Santos with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who